Hope for those impacted by Alzheimer's. A panel of advisors to the Food and Drug Administration recently voted unanimously to endorse the drug donanemab from Eli Lilly that could help slow the early progression of the disease. While it's not a full approval from the FDA yet, it's on its way there. Hunter Alcacer has more on the reaction to this news from the Alzheimer's Association. Hunter?
Tyler, this news is very exciting for those that work with patients and families affected by Alzheimer's, like the Alzheimer's Association. Once news of the FDA Advisory Council's unanimous endorsement of the drug donanemab reached the Alzheimer's Association, they couldn't be any happier.
So the Alzheimer's Association welcomes the decision of the Advisory Council of the FDA for the second drug to be approved for the treatment of early Alzheimer's and mild cognitive impairment. These are just tremendous steps forward, and we can't wait until it gets to the FDA approval so that we have two, officially approved drugs.
The medication targets and removes clumps of protein called amyloid plaques in the brain, which are found in higher quantities in those with Alzheimer's disease. Reducing the plaques would slow down cognitive decline in patients, which is welcome news for families of Alzheimer's patients.
It's such a hopeful time and really meaningful to those families. And so it's always nice to be able to share this kind of exciting news with our constituents so that they have more options available.
The endorsement from the Advisory Council isn't a definitive approval from the FDA, but it's an important step in the process towards that goal.
There's almost 7 million Americans that are living with Alzheimer's disease, and 400,000 of those are just here in Texas alone. And so being able to communicate that is just fills me with a lot of joy and more hope than we've ever had before, that we're moving closer to a cure. And, just each step forward is advancing that science.
If you'd like to learn more about the disease or any of the research that the Alzheimer's Association is involved with, you can go to alz.org.